Yeah. Have you practiced Visual Studio?
Yeah, I have seen that menus.
Okay. You will get to know once you start working on the programs coming. And upon the first, let's start with C sharp. As C sharp is a pretty matured language. Its root cause goes to C was initial primary language, then C++ came. Then after introduction of Java, C Sharp was introduced. Actually, Microsoft had VC++ language called Visual C++. C++ will have only C like non-UI based programming. Microsoft introduced UI based programming, whereas we will have forms, Windows elements, and other things. Still, VC++ was a little bit tougher, whereas C Sharp they have made it in a much easier and simpler way. That Windows automation we used earlier, that is similar to VC++. That is a very legacy tool. A lot of latest tools have emerged. Okay. First of all, let's start with the variables and data types. We will start. As with every language, we have all the basic required data types with C sharp. I might have seen in C. I will have a few more here. Here, this program will have all the data types and associated values, and it will just print those values. I have created so that you can explore all the data types with this program. Byte is the simplest thing. It will hold integer values, both positive and negative. I have given command here. I will share this program in Google Drive. You can copy, and I will also share the recording to the same Google Drive.
Okay.
Yeah. Byte, short, int, long, these are all the integers sort of the same. Plus, they are signed data types. Signed means it will have both the positive and negative values. Actually, the difference between each and every variable is of the primarily of the size. Byte will have a smaller size. Short will have a higher size. Int, that's of the small things, and the integer will have the normal integer numbers, whole numbers with both negative and positive values. Long will have a huge numbers. You can use long. Similarly, you will have unsigned integers, unsigned data types. Whereas similar to S byte short, it will be byte, and for unsigned it will be U short, like that. So here you have to store from 0 to maximum number. So in the short you can store in the normal short you can store from minus to 0 and 0 to a number. You can store the number double the value in the U short. As you don't have the negative digits, you can add up that in the positive area. Similarly, you will have UINT and U long and float. You might have known about these things, but let's start with C sharp. So let me cover up these areas also. Float is for the decimal numbers, whereas double can hold a bigger decimal number. Character is a data type which will store a single character alone. For example, here I have given X as a single character. Here, this ASCII form of characters sequence represents the question mark. This is equal to the question mark character. Yeah. Similarly, you will have a data type called decimal, where you can store a higher data type. And bool is data type for storing true or false values, and we have the string. I have made all the variables as a static thing, so that we need not instantiate the variable, the object, and call the variable. Instead, directly we can call that. So I have made everything to be static. At later point at time, I will be covering these things when we see the OOPS concepts. We can cover this. Apart from this, you will have some escape sequences. There are many escape sequences. For example, you might have used slash as an escape sequence for. You might have given double slash in the path, file path. You might have given double slash instead of a single slash. If you put a slash before that, that is a escape sequence. Normally, escape sequences will be slash n slash r, like that it will be. Slash is a special character being used with the language itself. For in file path, you have to give double slash, like that it will be. And here I am just printing all the values so that you can know what are all the data types, and all the data types have been covered here. Most of the thing. See, it will print like this. Depending upon the size and type of data type, you can go with different things. This is a pretty straightforward program. Hope you don't have any doubts with this.
Actually, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any specific difference between float and decimal?
Yes, float is a smaller, you can store smaller values. Double is of higher value. Decimal is still bigger than you use for salary sort of thing. With multiple decimal values you can store.
Okay.
If you want, I can share the detailed list of each data type and the ranges. You can Google it and get. If you want, I can send that as well. I can store it and send. If you want, let me know. There is for each and every data type there is a range of values. You have to choose a particular data type based on the range you need.
Okay.
Always you should use within the range. That will enhance performance and store memory occupied. It will do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oman, we have given console.write line. It's like system.out in Java, correct?
Yeah, system.out. I will cover that in the next program. I will show that.
Okay.
Yeah. Instead of wasting time typing, I have tried to create some sample programs ahead so that we can move fast. See, statement expression, the second topic I have given in the Excel is see, generally I will cover whatever is mentioned here, and whatever practically needed I will cover. primitive types variables, and operator expressions is a general thing. Plus operator, those kind of thing you might know. Go and see, and each and every program will cross. Expressions will be like this. This is a declarative statement. This is an assignment statement. If you combine both, then declaration and assignment will be both. And we have properties and many other things coming into OOPS. As you asked, console.write is a statement similar to system.out.println in Java, print in Java. Yeah, and write will print this text, and write line will print it and give you a new line character after printing this text. It will not print. It will not start in a new line, but it will print a new line after printing the given text. So write.
Okay, it's like print and println.
Yeah, print and println. Once you see this output of this program, you will know those things. See, I have two methods. Method out and method in. Yeah, you want to say something? Say something?
Yeah, one more doubt.
Yeah.
In previous code, you have given console.read, purpose of that one? Console.read.
Control, I will tell you once you cover this program, you know all these things. Yeah.
Okay.
See, I have two methods here. Methods also will cover in detail in OOPS for better understanding point of view. I have created methods here so that you can segregate between these two things and understand. See, you are asking the read, right? See, there are two options for writing. Write and write ln will print the text, and it will print the text along with the new line. Similarly, we have three methods for reading inputs. We have three methods. Read will read a character. It will input a character. It will read whatever character you give, that it will read. And string is like this. Read line will read the entire line of characters you type there. And one more thing is there called a read key. Whereas this last option, it will read. It will. We use it for such purposes where we want to give print a message, and we want to give some time for them to read that. And once they read, you might have seen in popular Windows or command line things. Press any key to continue. You might have seen. For that kind of purpose, we use the read key. So for reading, we have three. For reading a character, reading a line, and waiting for a key to continue those kind of purposes, we have three methods. Here we have put the three. The read method, we read this one will read a single character. Here, read line will read a line of string, and it will print here. And all our inputs will be in the form of strings. So we have to convert that to some other data type for handling other operations. For example, here I have given age as an integer, and once you read it from the command line, it will be of string data type. So for converting that to the integer, you have to use a convert.toInt32 age. Okay. So it will convert that to the numeric value, and upon printing to the console, you can write console.write line desired text along with this value. 0 means the first argument. It means the first argument. Like that you can mention and print. Here similarly I am reading, and the height is the integer type. Here it is a double value with the decimal value you can read, and for converting that, similar to 2int, it will be 2 double. that of the string, and similar to the above printing value, you can mention the argument type, and it will print these things, and it will wait for a key to be pressed, and after that it will continue with the method 2. The second method is the method out. This method covers all the input things, and it will be of output. Here, for example, if you see this right, it will print selenium is number 1, and then I am giving the right line. But if you see the output, selenium is number 1 automation tool will be in a single line. As I mentioned earlier, right will print the given text, and right line will print the given text continuing the existing status, and then give the new line after printing the text, not before printing. It will not print in a separate line. It will print from wherever the last character was printed, and then a new line will be given. So once the output comes, you will get an idea. And concatenation, string concatenation, or variable concatenation upon printing, you have to do with the plus operator. Plus operator, there is one popular concept called polymorphism in OOPS. I will cover in detail when we go to OOPS concepts. This operator is a polymorphic operator, whereas do addition of integers, it will do addition of double, float, all the numeric types. Sorry, and it will also concatenate strings, and it will also concatenate string plus integer, like that it will do. So it is an example of polymorphism.
Okay.
And, yeah, in the bottom you can see it concatenates two strings. Here it adds a string and then integer. If you see here, it adds two integers. So it is an example of polymorphism. It is an example of operator polymorphism. Okay, and here I have declared two integer values. Similarly, upon declaration, you can give int a is equal to u. This is called initialization. At the time of declaration itself, if you are assigning values, that is called initialization. Int a is equal to b, b is equal to 10 I am giving. Then in sum I have declared a variable. Sum is equal to a plus b I am adding, and I am printing here. This is real use of the numbering you will see here. See, 0, 1, 2. The order in which we are giving, that will represent these values. If you change the numbers here, this value will get changed. You can play with it after I will give you the code after I complete the session. You can play with this tomorrow. You can try different options. If you change the numbers, then A and B will get printed in a different way. So we have got two methods here. I am calling method 1 from the main is the from the C hierarchy. Main is the initial first method that will get called automatically. Main will always be static, and main won't return anything. If a method doesn't return anything, then we put void inside before the as a return type we will put void. Okay, I'm calling the method 1 method inside the main method, and then at the end of the method in, after pressing the key, I am calling the second method. So let's see.
Here that file name is same class file, right? Console input and output.
Yeah, for your understanding, I made it as the chapter name. Whatever chapter name I have given, I have written programs with the same name itself.
Yeah. In Visual Studio also same like Eclipse class file only, right?
Yeah, class file only.
Okay, we have to create some file in class file, right?
Yeah, if you create a solution of the particular desired template, it will create all those things. Inside the solution, it will create a project file. Inside the project, it will create whatever the required files. For example, if you take unit testing, it will create a class. It will refer the testing DLLs like that. It will be. Yeah. See, I'm giving a enter key. Enter key is number is 13, so it is showing as 13. I'm entering age number of weight. After this, if you press enter, see here selenium is number 1 is printed as from the first right line, and automation tool was printed from the right LN, but both are concatenated. As I mentioned, right line will give you a new line character after printing the text. So it has given the new line character after this one, and the other thing is printed here. Age is printed at the end. I have given out to right. If you give right line, the age will get printed on the next line. You can try different options. String concatenation. These two are printed by concatenating the two strings. One is string and another one is concatenation. And 5 plus 10 is equal to 15 is what we have given as a numeric operation. If you change the 0, 1, 2 numbers, this will get changed actually. You can try this. This is very simple.
Yeah.
Shall I go to the next one?
Fine.
Yeah, you can practice this, and for any clarifications and doubts, we can have the next day, as we already mentioned. Yeah. For the expressions, I have not given a separate program. It is very simple. We'll be using operators everywhere, like the plus operator and other operators we'll be using. So expression is this. I have mentioned the earlier program itself. This is called declaration, int age, like that. This is called assignment, assigning a value, initialization. These are the primary types of statement. And other things we have for here I have two methods. This topic chapter is conditional statements. For conditional statements, we have if, else, and another one is switch. So I have written two methods for these two things. Here I am printing. Here it will ask for the age. As I mentioned, int.parse is another way of converting. There are many options with C#. Convert.int of console.readline will convert that to integer, and int.parse parsing is another way of converting data types. So here I am using the other approach, int.parse console.readline, and getting stored with the age. The age variable I have declared here. here. And if age is less than 12, I am printing you are a child. And between else and if you have to give space. And if age is greater than 12 and age is or the operators and operator. The OR operator will be double pipeline symbol. This is the OR operator. Generally, we will be using the other operators then in the doing.
What would be? Sorry to interrupt. What would be the equal to operator?
Equal to, we have already saw, right? See, this is the equal to operator.
No. In
operator,
conditional
expression.
To,
conditional checking. Double equal to is the operator.
Okay.
Double equal to is the equal to operator. Whereas if you want to check if age is equal, for example, right, I will show you. It changes.
And not equal to would be
I will
exclamation.
right away I will give all the things. Yeah. This is equal to. If you want to check value whether it is equal to a value or not, you have to check. For other data types, there are a lot of options available. We shall see when we proceed. See, now this is not equal to. Exclamatory mark, then equal to. That is not equal to.
Okay. See, this is the OR operator. Either 80, this one or that one. All things we have covered here. This is if, then if you want to give another condition, if else. Finally, you have to give else. This is a if else structure. And switch is another option. Switch case. These are from the C old days. Enumerator is also a popular feature. Enumerator name within curly braces. If you give comma separated values, then you can call color dot will give the point to this one. So we have red, green, blue, three colors. Method switch color C is equal to color of new random is a method which will give a dynamic number randomly. 0, 3 means it will give within the 3 decimals like that, 0 to 3. Switch C, this value I am passing, and randomly it will give red, green, blue. And one more option we have with the switch case is default value. If it is not within any of these things, it will give the default value. And once any of the statement is given within a case, we have to give the break statement. The break statement, if you don't give the break statement, it will go to red, then it will go to green, then it will go to blue. So once our option is met, we have to give the break statement. This is another way of having the control statement. So I am calling one by one here. See, the thing is, I have given the condition as 50 for 50
I have given if your 50 equal to 50, if it is not equal to 50 means this condition is met. So we have ambiguous if else conditions. So even before coming to this is satisfied. So it will enter into that loop and it will exit. We have to give break with switch statements, whereas we need not give with the if. If the condition is met, and it will execute all the statements within this block, and it will move on. Hope you got this. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I have a query in switch statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, dot next of parameters. Actually, what that parameter values represents 0,3.
Yeah, it
Can
will
you-
give numbers, random numbers, and next number means next random number. Whatever random number next available, it will get those numbers.
Okay.
The color is green came actually. You want?
We
Don't
we
say.
have given
I'll
like
show you. Oh, what number? Wait. I'll show you here. See, 1 is the number which came between that number. So green is selected. Here I have printed it here. 1.
Okay.
This is a random number. Hope it's clear. We shall stop for today here, and we shall continue by Friday in the next topic. You practice this thing. If you have any doubts, you can get back to me.
yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, if the recording gets more time, the video file size becomes bigger. Last time, last recording, it showed me 4 GB as a WAV file, and that, due to the very big size, it got corrupted. We can try with Teams, but we need to have Office 365 ID thing. I don't want to use the Office thing, so we should with some other software. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I will stop the recording.